Simple interest is one of the easiest concepts that you could get. The entire topic revolves around one single formula. Let's get started. Let's define terms used in that formula and then look at the formula. Get a handle about the formula with a very simple example and wrap this video up. First of the terms that we'll be looking at is principal. That's the initial amount of money deposited or borrowed. So you put in $1,000 into a deposit or you borrow $1,000, that's called the principal. Rate of interest. Rate of interest is a rate at which deposited or borrowed money earns interest each year. It's expressed as percentage per annum. We'll say the rate of interest is 5% per annum, 10% per annum, and so on. Next is interest. Interest is the extra amount that you earn on the deposit or you pay on the borrowing. Number of years for which you borrowed or deposited money is N. It's expressed as the number of years. Using all of these terms, we'll be able to find out the simple interest. Simple interest is equal to PNR divided by 100. This is the only formula that you need to know as far as this topic goes. There's one more term that we need to know, which is called the amount. Amount is equal to the principal plus the interest. For example, if you borrowed $1,000 or you deposited $1,000, and after a certain period of time, you earn an interest of $200. Together, what you'll end up paying if you had borrowed, or together what your bank is going to pay you back if you had deposited money, that value is called the amount. So this is equal to 1200. Let's consolidate this entire learning with a very simple example. A sum of money invested at 5% per annum, the rate of interest is given, for a period of time becomes $600. If the simple interest accrued during this time is $120, what is the period for which the sum was invested? So all that we need to find out is the value of N in that formula. Let's get started. In any simple interest or compound interest question, get this clarity. Get a handle on what those dollar values are. Here we have two dollar values. We have a $600 and we have a $120. Are these numbers? It could be one of these three things. It's either the amount or it's a principal or it is a simple interest. What corresponds to what? If you have clarity on this, you will get these questions spot on. If you make a mistake, if you do not read it right, if you haven't grasped that part right, then the chances are that you might end up with an incorrect answer. What is $600 in this case? Let's have a look at it. A sum of money invested at 5% per annum becomes $600. So you put in some money, and after a period of time, if it's becoming $600, your $600 is the amount, what you are going to get back after that period. What is this $120? If the simple interest accrued during this time is $100, so there's nothing to infer here. It's explicitly stated the simple interest is equal to $120. Amount equals 600, simple interest equals 120. If you got this clarity, you're almost done. So what is amount? Amount is equal to principal plus the simple interest. Let's plug in the values here. So amount 600 is equal to the principal plus the interest $120. So principal equals 600 minus 120, which is equal to $480. Now let's substitute all of this information into that simple interest formula. Simple interest formula is SI equals PNR divided by 100. What is the principal? 480. That's something we have derived. What is N? That's what we are trying to find out in this question. R is the rate of interest, which is equal to 5%. So 480 into N into 5 divided by 100. This is equal to the simple interest. This equals 120, which is the simple interest that we have. 5 cancels with 100 to leave us with a 20. 20 cancels with 480 to leave us with a 24. 24N equals 120 or N equals 120 divided by 24, which is equal to 5 years. So number of years for which you have invested equals 5. Quickly summarize this entire thing in a printed form. Amount equals 600 is something that we deduced from this statement. Simple interest equals 120 is explicitly stated. So we can derive the principal to be equal to 480. Substituting the entire thing in this formula, SI equals PNR by 100. SI is 120, principal 480 is something that are derived. N is the number of years that we are trying to find out into rate of interest 5 divided by 100. Solving for N, we get N equals 5 years. Check out the related videos and remember to subscribe to the channel. What's more, let's make scoring Q51 GMAT a reality. Sign up for the most comprehensive and affordable online GMAT Quant course at gmat.visaco.com. That's again gmat.visaco.com.